Welcome to the Trade Secrets. Intellectual property is one of these issues that touches everybody. This series is designed to help bring light to what this law is and how it works.
Why should people care about copyrights?
Copyrights are important because they help to drive the economy. They help to incentivize artists and photographers. Some of them risk their lives to bring us images from the war zone or to document human rights atrocities. Look, the founding fathers wrote copyrights into the Constitution itself. Today, intellectual property is the United States' second largest export. Copyrights are a really big deal.
Wow. So what exactly is a copyright?
A copyright is a legal property right that one has in photograph, art, book, music, artistic work. There are 6 exclusive copyrights, the most famous of which is the right to prevent other people from making a copy of your work without your permission.
If you write a book or create an image, do you own it forever?
If you write a book or take a picture, you do not own it forever. You own it for your life, plus 70 years for your heirs. Corporations get a flat 100 years.
What happens to a photograph when the copyright expires?
When a copyright expires, the photograph or the book goes into the public domain. And what that means is that it's free for everybody to use.
Well, what if a copyright is not in the public domain?
If a photograph or book or painting is not in the public domain, it's copyrighted. The general rule is that if you didn't create it, you can't use it. Now there are exceptions. This video, for example, is going to be licensed under what's called the Creative Commons, and that means you can copy it. You can distribute it. You can use it for educational purposes. You can't use it for commercial. You've got to give attribution, and you can't change it. Damages for unauthorized use of copyrights can be pretty stiff, up to $150,000 per infringement. So for example, willful infringement of 10 images, $1.5 million.
Is there a way to figure out what's in the public domain?
Figuring out what's in the public domain is actually a tricky question. Certainly anything really old, like before 1923, is generally in the public domain. But even there, you have to be careful. If I take a modern photograph of the Mona Lisa, for example, I have a thin copyright in my particular picture of that painting. You can't use my picture. You've got to go take your own.
So anything before 1923?
Generally, anything before 1923 is going to be in the public domain. There are some nuances to that rule. Duke University Press actually did a pretty good treatment of that in a book they call Bound by Law. It's actually a comic book. If you Google that, you can actually download a free copy. But generally, yeah, anything before 1923. But keep this in mind. The modern 35mm camera was invented around 1919. And that means almost all photographs are copyrighted.
How do you know it's actually copyrighted?
The moment a work of art is created, it's copyrighted. That's the rule. The law wants to protect artists and photographers and other creative people to help make sure they get paid for their hard work. These copyrights help to drive the economy. These artists and photographers help to document the world. We want these people to get paid. It's important.
Stay tuned for more exciting episodes of The Trade Secrets. For more information about this series, visit us at tradesecretsofintellectualproperty.com.